Oculus Rift got bought by Facebook, and the pros of this is that now Oculus Rift can release sooner than expected, since it has $2 billion now in funding. The other pro of this is it's going to get a huge um customer base for it to work it is visual reality on it. There's like millions if not billions of users using Facebook right now. And the other thing, they might get the marketing and hype campaign rolling with the money they got from Facebook, so that's another pro right there. But the biggest issue with Facebook in general is this. The strength of Facebook has always been social media, basically connecting people from all over the world with one another. Or to put it in layman's term, connecting, you know, a person with his or her loved ones in the native land. That's another way to look at it. But Facebook's does not have any sort of expertise or any technical know-how when it comes to gaming. That's the bottom line. It doesn't come has I mean, you look at Farmville or any Facebook game, and pretty much these games, while they did got a little bit of marketing and hype, they didn't get the full support from the person behind Facebook, in this case, Zach, Sakrash. I'm terrible with names. And the other downside is that Facebook is free of charge. That's a downside because since Facebook is a business, and everyone knows that any business needs to make money. But because you know, this company is not getting money directly from its subscribers. So where's the money coming from? Advertisement. That's why you see all those pop-up ads, all those different type of ads when you log into Facebook and what have you, because that's how they make the money. And that's the thing. I mean, it's just not a company that you will associate yourself, especially if you're making a project for the gaming industry. I mean, yes, game developers will have, you know, better communication tools at hand thanks to Facebook. But if that's the only thing it can offer, then it's gonna be kind of like, And the other issue is, will, Facebook allow continue to support the Oculus Rift as a gaming medium or more as a social medium? And you will see that's gonna go more for the latter, which is more of a social medium. Basically, you put your headgear on and you talk with someone that is miles away, right? And be able to see in person, even though it's virtual. And that's the issue right there. Uh, the biggest disappointment is that pretty much Palm Lucky just pretty much slapped the the living taste of his Kickstarter backers. The people that the community that backed the Oculus Rift project, the community that hyped up the Oculus Rift, the people that went in the extra mile, either got a second job or you know, work extra hours just to support the virtual reality, in this case, the Oculus Rift, right? And that's how they got the money. I mean, you put a project through Kickstarter, where it's a game, book, or movie, because you're seeking funds from the community. You want the community to fund your project. You want the community to promote your project. What they did instead was they pretty much got that, and they got assimilated with a corporation, in this case Facebook. And that's like, wow, so all the free advertising the backers gave away, all the money that the backers gave away was for nothing. That's the biggest problem right there. I mean, it was kind of like, why in the hell did we even bother funding the Oculus Rift in the first place if it was going to get assimilated with Facebook? And you had to think about it. Probably like Palm Lucky and Zach, you know, had it, have been talking you about getting Facebook to acquire the Oculus Rift. It's not something that happens overnight. They had to go through all the paperwork, through all the legal jumbo mumbo. So this has been going on for quite a while. So I don't know. It's just I feel sorry, and in a way it's kind of shameful that the backers just pretty much got slapped in the face by Palm like just like that. That was just dead wrong, and I guess that's the thing that nobody expected it from Kickstarter projects, and this is going to hurt Kickstarter as a whole, because some people are gonna go like, should we even fund this price? Should we even fund this game? Or will they end up being assimilated by a corporation? Will this project be bought by a corporation? Now they're worrying about that. It's kind of like, do they really need the community to fund and promote their project or game or book, what have you? Or they just want our money and then put an Oculus Rift type of deal in front of faces again? And that's what has transpired, and that's what's really a shame, because it's something that I always been a big supporter of, and I always say, there's always Kickstarter when it came to the game industry, and people were saying like, there's not a lot of innovative games, there's not a innovation in the game industry. I'm going like, why don't you Kickstarter a project? Why don't you, support this game from Kickstarter and they go support that game from Kickstarter and they go. But when I look at this, it's kind of like, you know what? I'm not so sure anymore. So that's my, yeah, take it or leave it.